Hello, how is everyone? Let me see who's in chat. Hi, Miss Eve. How are you, my love? This was kind of a decided at the last minute because I wasn't sure if I was going to get to do this. I had planned on it, but I was afraid to put it out because I had a lot going on today. So I was scared to commit to it. I thought I might have to change it. And we did have a fire call today, and I was going to do it earlier, but it just didn't work out. So I tried to squeeze it in anyway. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, see how many people come in, be on here for an hour or two, and then get off. How has your weekend been so far? Has it been good? Has it been good? Mine has. It's just busy, all day busy, but it's been good. I hope yours has been good. Mandy is really busy. I don't know if she will be able to come. She is really busy, but it's been boring. Sometimes I wish mine was boring just for like a day, but it never seems to be that way. But hi, Nana's Dragonfly. Good to see you. How are you? How are you? It's been a while. Are you doing well? I hope you're doing well and healing well and coming along as best you can. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I would like just one boring day, but I don't know though. You know, Eve, I think about that. I might not know what to do with myself if I had a boring day, but I just stay so busy over here. And hot. How's the temperature been? It was hot today, actually. Started out like very cool this morning. I was like, wow, it's pretty cool this morning. This is nice, but it didn't last long. Hi, Wolfie. How are you? Hope you're having a good weekend. Love you too, my friend. Love you too. You need, yeah. Um, a massage. I didn't need a massage. Back to work and moving forward. That's all you can do, right? That's all you can do, Nana, is back to work and move forward. Yep. Yep. You really don't have a choice, do you? I guess you could just, wallow in it, but it's not going to do you any good, is it? I'm glad to see you in here, though. I'm glad you're doing well. I knew you were off of YouTube for a little bit, so I'm glad to see you in here. That's very good. Very good. Wolfie, is it hot out your way in Vegas? Because it's hot here. But Wolfie Wolfie is from the same great state that I'm from. She doesn't live here anymore, but she's from here. I got my incense going. It smells really good. Near 106? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hot. Hot. I seen that I don't know if y'all seen where Emmanuel's mom and dad was arrested today. Or not today. Yesterday. Yesterday, I believe. That was awesome. Been 100 to 110 daily and does not cool off below 90 at night. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know what it is here. Let me see. We've been getting like in the like in the 80s, 70s at night, and I think that's why we've been having all that string of bad weather that we've been getting. But if that's for here, that's normal. Yeah, it's 83 now. What is that cat doing? It's 83 now, and I think the high tomorrow. Oh my goodness, the high tomorrow looks like 98. I think that's the high tomorrow, which is a little cooler compared to what it's been. But then we get those winter storms that come in. Winter storms, summer storms that come in. I do not know why that don't work. Anyway, it said 83 for now, so that's good. That's cool. That's cooler than it has been. Yeah, that was good. That was good that that they were arrested. I seen some stuff out today about that. I wasn't able to read it or look at it because we have been so busy in and out of the house. I haven't really been on YouTube much today. Um, so I want to go in there and look. The little bit that I did get to hear, because I jumped on Justin's live for like 5 minutes. I was waiting to see if we needed to move on this fire call and help another district out. And he was talking about how there was no pictures in the house. She had gotten rid of all the pictures. All of his clothes was gone. So I was like, oh my gosh, that is like she knew he wasn't coming back. Like they knew. Humidity does make it awful. Yep. 80 degree. Aaron cooled you off? Yeah. I kind of wonder if Aaron is why we got like we've had like we had 3 4 nights of really bad storms. I mean, we had a tree fall on our pasture fence and took it out, part of it out. And we had to remove it. And it was a huge tree. Well, it wasn't the tree, it was the limb from the tree, but the limb was huge. Um, and then we had a storm after that, and it took the roof off our chicken house. So we've had some we've had some storms here lately. Might get rain next week. That's odd for y'all, isn't it? Yeah, I believe that also. I believe he is, but she's compliant. You know, took everything related to the baby. Most parents create a shrine and don't change. Right, but she removed everything, is what I was told. Yeah, and what I heard on Justin's live. Like I said, I was only in there. I was only in there for like 5 or 10 minutes. I really didn't have a whole lot of time. I know. Thank goodness none of the horses. What is that cat doing? Would you get out of that bag, boy? Yeah, I was. We were glad that it didn't fall on any of the horses. I know. I was talking about that the other day, Eve. How it's. I don't know if the parents have always been like. There's been a lot of parents like that out here, and we just haven't noticed it or seen it, or it hasn't been brought to our attention. So it's like people now are getting tired of it, and they're bringing it to our to attention. It's like the energy is changing, and been in the dark is now coming to light. I know. It was good because it was on this end of the chicken house, which is like the feed house. But we do have like part of it, we have like what we call our little nursery. So when we have new babies hatch after they get their feathers, then they go from the little coop thing that we have in the house. Well, it's not in the house, it's in the shed, but it's in like a tote and it's made just for them. That's why they're fuzzy. Girl 870 back at station. Sorry about that. And then when they get feathers, Then they go into the next phase until they get big enough to go into the coop with the big chickens. So they were in their middle stage. Yeah, we incubated a lot this year, but we had stopped because we had the amount we wanted. But when the grandkids came from Virginia, they haven't seen them hatch before, so we put some in the incubator so they could see them hatch, see the whole process of them hatching, and see them and hold them as babies and stuff. So we took those. We did that while they were here, and now these are the ones that are. Usually we don't have babies this late, but we did it so they could see them. So let me get this cat has gotten something. Let me see what he's got. What have you got? Dude. Say it, say it, say it. It's always the ginger kitty. Always the ginger kitty. Yeah, they were really happy. They got to see that, got to hold them. They watched them hatch out of the egg, and they were all wet. And then they got to watch them get dry off, and then help put them into their little bassinet like thing. And then when they got feathers, then we took them to and put them in the other chicken part that we call the nursery, and that's the part that got the tin blown off of it, so we had to put it back on there. And then we also keep our feed in there. Half of it's feed and the other half is sectioned off for them. So when they get big enough so the other chickens don't run them over and be mean to them and stuff, then we'll put them in with the other chickens. So, and then I've got two that just, no matter what you do, you put them in the coop and they find a way out. So they're like Houdini chickens. So we take them, we find them, get them, put them back in, and they're right back out. So we're like, whatever. You can just stay out since we don't know how you're getting out and you're not going to show us. So thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. Like I said, I don't know. Probably Mandy won't be able to because she's usually really busy, really busy. But if she gets to, that'll be great. I'll give her the link if she wants to come up. Um, and then there are going to be some nights when I do later lives so that she can come up here and hang out too with us. But I knew tonight she probably wouldn't be able to. So I thought this would be a good night to do some mini reads if anybody wants any. If they do, I'll put my Cash App in there. Hey, sis. Yeah, a little escape. True. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it. It's two hens and a rooster. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. You're at work? I figured you were. Yeah. I've only heard from you a couple of times today, so I thought, oh, Cher's at work. Cher's at work. Hi, Hope Floats. How are you? How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yep. Nana's Dragonfly's in here. Cher. She's in here visiting. Good to see her back on here. And I also seen where, and I did a reading on Noel Alvarez. His mom was finally arrested today. She escaped with the stepdad and took, I think there was 6 children other than Noel, and went to India. I think it was India. So she has been a fugitive for 3 years, I think. And they finally arrested her. So I am so hoping that because she was arrested today, that we will find out where he is at also. I did 2 readings on Noel, and I did put them in my community post, put them in my community post, um, in case people didn't see the readings that I done on him, but I put them in my community post, and I put the news article in there too of her being arrested. So that's 3 years today. I know what that's like losing your mom. I lost mine in 2014, and I truly know what that feels like, and I'm very sorry. I do know. It's hard to get used to not having your mom around. You know, even if you didn't call her every day, and you just would you stop that boy? Even if you didn't call her every day, I mean, I usually talk to my mom every other day, so I know this the ache for your mom, definitely. Yeah, and we were roommates. Wow, for 18 years, and then I took care of her, and she had dementia. Oh, that's a long time. Hope floats. Oh, that is such a sad disease. I don't even know. It's awful. I can't imagine having it. I can't. Pick up the phone and ask questions that only she knows the answers. Yep. Then you remember she's not there. Yep. Absolutely. That's the way I did it was too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's just like a torture kind of thing for them and you. You know, because I just can't imagine. That's got to be so scary. You know, one minute you know something, and the next minute you don't know it, or you can't remember somebody, and this person that's really not a stranger is looking at you. You think they are. It's it's. Sir, would you stop this ginger kitty? Sir, do you think you own it in here? I mean, I'm just asking. Cat. My smoke alarm went off, and there's nothing smoky in the house. Usually my doorbell rings. Oh, but she got, did it. I bet it scared you, didn't it? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, Nana's. Yeah. 3 months for you. Yep. Hi, Mrs. Smith. How are you? I understand if you can't stay. It was kind of a last minute thing. It almost didn't go live at all, but I said I was going to do it anyway. Ask her to make her visits during the daylight or just in the middle of the, or just not in the middle of the night. Yeah. And you know, they can come to you. Um, you know, they can come to you at any time. For them, see, that's the thing. For them, there's no time. So they don't have a limit, a time limit, a day or a night. You know, they don't know. They're not aware of that like we are. Like we have time limits. But I guess we can always tell them, you know, if I'm laying down asleep, then you know not to bother me. If I'm awake and walking around, or I'm working, or I'm driving, you know, you can kind of specify what you're doing, because really they don't have a time sense. Like there is no time where they're at. So I think Mandy just told me that, yep, I think Mandy just told me that she's going to go live on her channel tonight. She's going to pop in here for a little bit. And then so whenever we leave here, we can go over there and see her. But like I was saying, there's no time. Like they don't have like morning, noon, night. So you might have to say to them like, like do like I said before, like wait till I'm up and walking around, or wait till I'm in the yard, or something like that. It kind of gives them boundaries that you set. Like don't do it when I'm laying down to sleep because you freak me out, and then I'm up all night. You know what I mean? So you just kind of have to talk to them and say, I want you to come and see me, but here's my boundary. This is when I want you to do it. Right? Mm-hmm. Yep. On Claire audio. Maybe I missed something. There she is. There's Mandy. There's Mandy. That's right. Thank you, Wolfie. Yes. Yeah, if you think about it, there is no like time or space for them. They don't have they don't have that. They don't have that to worry about up there. I said, okay, no fire. There you go. Say, I hear you. I know you're here, Mom, and I'm glad you're here. Can we pick something else? So did maybe was there really something after that she really wanted you to notice or pick up on? Was there really like something important that she wanted you to, or was that just, you think that was just her letting you know? Was she funny like that? I kind of feel like she kind of was like joking around with you, like she joked like that a lot. You haven't felt him or dreamed of him either? Sometimes that happens. Like for a long time, when my mom passed away, I did not see her, or she did not come to me. It was like a year later before my mom came to me, and it was at night, in the middle of the night. And I feel like sometimes when they do that, they just don't feel like you need them at that time. They feel like you're okay, and if you're getting into a routine or something, it's like they don't want to bother that. They don't want to upset that apple cart, so they kind of don't want to come to you and say, in your dreams or something, and then startle you. Um, but it was a year before my mom come to see me, and I think it's just on their time, um, on when they feel like it's time for them to come see you for whatever reason, to let you know they're okay, or you know they're where they're supposed to be, or they're with a relative or something like that. I think a lot of it is just they're really on their own time, because they don't get those kinds of things that happen. But it's happened since my dad's gone 20 years, so I know it. Right? Yep. And if she does not come to see them, it may be because they do not recognize that. They don't recognize it or give it merit or anything. Like they don't believe in it, so they she's not going to go to them and bother with them if they're not going to recognize it. I just tell Mama, don't come when I'm in the shower when I have my sleep mask on. Your sleep mask. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, she likes to clean things and keep everything in order, and I have been working on the cabinets and spray and took everything out and cleaned it. And I think it was her letting me know, well, thank you. Oh, yeah. See, sometimes they will, like if you get into a routine of seeing them or they give you little messages here and there, that is. And they're just a normal, it's just like a normal thing. You're like, oh, there's mom. She's leaving me a message. But then if it's something they really want your attention, like they really want you to tell them, like they want you to really notice something, or they really have something to tell you, but you're just not, you're not paying attention because you're used to them seeing you, then they'll do something shocking like that. And they'll say, okay, if she's not going to listen, I'm going to do something that'll really make her stand up and listen. So that's probably what it was. She probably really wanted you to pay attention this time to her being there. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. That's right. We won't watch. Sometimes they feel you're not ready. Right. They feel you're not ready. It's just not time for them to come visit you. Yeah. And my mom, she waited a year. It was almost a year to the day she passed away. I mean, she waited a year. I liked your video about, oh, you did. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. I still remember that video. There's a lot of them that really stick with me. And I remember Tyrone's video. And I still feel very much that he is like in a cave system. I feel that. Thank you for watching that. I appreciate you, Kenny. And welcome. If you've not been to the Looking Glass to a live before, welcome. We're glad to have you here. We are glad to have you here for sure. Welcome, welcome. My dad comes to me sometimes, usually telling me how great things are, and the coffee is wonderful. The coffee is wonderful. He liked to drink coffee, huh? And you got it going in the morning, so he's happy. It probably smells good. And hopefully the coffee is wonderful where he's at, I'm sure. They don't eat and drink, but we like to think that they do things like that. Wear my sleep mask and earplug in my hearing ear. I lost hearing. Yep, after shingles. I know. Man, that shingles is something else. Spirit Seeker Squad, what are you saying? What are you saying? There we go. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Wolfie. Mandy, you will have to put in the chat what time you think your live's going to be. Around about. Give us a ballpark about when you think it's going to be. My wife passed away 3 years ago in September. She was only oh, I am so sorry. My goodness, I am so sorry. I dream of her multiple times a week. Oh, I am so sorry. That was awful young. I am so sorry. I think tonight is a special night. We have a lot of people in here that have lost loved ones, and we're in here talking, and it helps everybody. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. I'm very sorry that you lost your wife. That is awful young to have her be gone. That is awful young. I'm trying to look at the comments. Loved her coffee. Oh, loved her coffee. Your mama's coffee. Yeah. Mine said she wouldn't leave me since I had nobody. She's funny. Oh, shit. See, that's mamas. Mamas are still taking care of you even from the spirit world. I've told my kids that. I'm like, I will always be here. I will always be here. I will always take care of you. Even when I'm gone, I will take care of you. Always. Oh. So see, she's still your roommate. She's just in another form being your roommate, right? Left peanut butter and jelly on the counter at night. Oh. So much. You just hate it when hate to see so many loved people with their loved ones gone. Had to turn my radio down. It went off again. Oh no, a brain aneurysm. Oh, and that's so sudden too. That is so sudden. I'm so sorry. Mm. Oh, hold on. I went too far up. There we go. Oh, probably not for 2 hours or so. Around 11:30. Okay, 10:30 Central. Okay. When the little glib's in the bed. When the little glib's in the bed. COPD and yeah. Emphysemas, man. Sorry to y'all for the loss of your loved ones. Absolutely. We're praying for everybody and their loss of loved ones. Everybody. Because that is not an easy path or an easy process, but we all have to do it. But that doesn't make it any easier, does it? It doesn't make it any easier when people say, well, it's all part of life. Yeah, I know. But that does not make it easier. That does not make it easier. Yep, there's my true crime channel. I already went live on that this week, but I will definitely be live next week. I had been asked to talk about Michael Vaughn, and I'm going to talk about him. I think what I'm going to do next week on that is I'm going to do half Michael Vaughn and half Summer, because I have some stuff about Summer I want to say next week. And hopefully Mandy can join me, because she's got some stuff she wants to say too. Mama can make a giant pot of coffee, drink the whole thing, then go straight to bed. Yeah, coffee doesn't keep me awake. Coffee doesn't keep me awake. I have 1 cup, my heart pounding for hours. Yeah, coffee does not keep me awake. It does not. It does not keep me awake. Yes, sadly. Yeah. At least there's no suffering. But man, that's awful young. Supermod Eve. That's right. Miss Eve has a channel. Miss Eve has a channel. If you have a channel, if you're in here and you have a channel and you're not a mod, if you let the mods know, we will definitely drop it for you. It made me think, okay, you're losing your mind, but I don't eat peanut butter and jelly much. Yeah. Yeah. But you know who put it out there, right? So that's another thing that would catch your attention, because that was an odd thing, you know. Yep, there is Mandy. There's Nana's dragonfly. You should look up the case of missing 16-year-old Katie Talbert from Klamath Falls, Oregon. Her case gets no attention, and if she fell through the tracks, she's been missing 28 years. Oh my goodness. Let me grab my book, and I will get off my book, sir. That ginger kitty. That dang ginger cat. Because I have another one that I'm going to do that I have never heard anybody talk about. And Miss Smith does all of my thumbnails for me. So she helps me with all of that. She does a great job on my thumbnails. And I found it going through when I was looking through some cases that I wanted to do. I found it, and it's a case I've never heard of. I'm going to write this one down. Find a pen. Katie. She is from. You know, I see a lot of people missing from that area, and I think me and Miss Smith was talking about um, how they go missing from that area a lot. Um, do you know what year she went missing? It was 28 years ago. Okay, I'll look. I'll have Miss Smith will look that up for me. Um, the little because I do what how I do those is don't get I don't look up my information. Miss Smith looks those up for me, and then she gives me just like their age, where they went missing from, like what possibly what they could have been doing, like if they were going to a party or they were missing from their home or they went to the store or anything like that. And if I like to know if they have children, or if they were married or anything, and that's it. The rest of it, I don't want to know anything else because it takes away from my reading, and I want to know little as possible. So she looks all that stuff up for me and gets me the little bit of information that I want. And then after I do the reading, if I feel like I'm going to do a second one, she don't give me the rest of the information. But if I feel like it's going to be a while before I do a second reading, then sometimes she'll tell me, well, look how close you were to this because this is the rest of the information. So I like to do it that way because I don't want anything to cloud my readings in the cards. So I will write that down and we'll definitely look into that one. Get Smiggles laid down first, getting her to go to sleep even later. But if I can just get her laid down, I should be good, hopefully. Cool. So we didn't have to take a trip today, I see, and that is good. That is good that we didn't have to go on a trip today. Is in eternity. That is correct. That is correct. You'll be awake for a week. I have heartbeat. Oh, oh, you can't drink caffeine. Yeah, man, takes you out of a lot of stuff, huh? Like tea and Coke, sodas, and stuff. Oh my goodness. Dunkin' drink with extra shot of espresso. I'm taking that. Listen at you, Mandy. I probably could too because coffee really doesn't keep me awake. Oh, good. Kenny's got a channel. I did not know that. Okay. Very good. Empress Ziggy is in here. Hello, Miss Ziggy. How are you? Found me through share. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you coming in. I do. Thank you very much. And I know Ziggy has a channel, so y'all can drop her link also. More power to you, Mandy, right? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, coffee really doesn't bother me. Now, somebody told me if you drink warm milk, it'll help you sleep. And so I don't really sleep that well anyway. I'm kind of like one of those. Usually awake at like 2 and 3, and just those types of hours. I stay awake. I don't go to bed and stay completely asleep all night. That I never have. So somebody's like, well, you should drink some warm milk. And I'm not really big on warm milk, but I said, oh, I'll just have some hot chocolate. And it really helped me go to sleep. I was like, well, that's probably why they say warm milk, because it kind of gets you all, calm down and get you as warm and cozy, so I bet warm milk would help you sleep, but I can't just drink it by itself. I gotta have chocolate. So I have hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Yes, yes. There is Salem with that's the ginger kitty. Saying I didn't say hellos when I first popped in. Mandy, you better be speaking. You better be speaking. I'm here in Klamath Falls, and it is a very vast area with lots of woods. Yeah. When I did the reading, I was telling Miss Smith, I'm like, I don't know the area very well, but this is what I see. And I had kind of described it in the video. What I had seen was like red, red clay looking. I don't know if it's sand or dirt but I would see like trees here and there. I wouldn't see like a wooded, like woods, like all together, like a forest. I was seeing them kind of scattered, but I was seeing those big rocks. And like where I seen was, I remember his reading so well, and it's been a while since I done his reading, so I'm kind of impressed that I remember that much. But I remember like water being in a cave, like it was like a destination that people like to go to, but it was like it wasn't like over like tons of people didn't. It was like if you knew it was there, like if you were town folk or you were locals, you knew it was there, but you wouldn't just know it was there. Just being like tourists would know it was there. So it wasn't like it was traveled a whole lot. Yes, yep. I appreciate her for helping. She went missing in 98. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Okay. Got that right. Yeah. Put this down so I can see. Yep, there's Ziggy's channel. Yep, yep. My dad loved his coffee. Must not have changed his mind from the other side. I never kept him awake either. Yep. I know a lot of people that have like coffee like like 2 or 3 in the afternoon after they've had their lunch or something. So I know a lot of people that just don't keep awake. It just does not keep awake. Good, very good. I'm happy. See, I told you, didn't I? Ye of little faith. Yes, it's already dropped. I dropped it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, what kind of tea is that? I mean, is it almost good as the Mary Jane? Is it like an herb? Is it like a dark tea? Is it um like tell us what kind of tea it is. Describe it for us. Ashwagandha. I can't even say that. I should. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you. We have lots of red. Okay. Yeah. I could see red and it looked like dirt, but I didn't know if it was kind of mixed with sand. So I was like, no, this looks like red dirt. I love Salem's name. He got it because I found him in October, except at the time he was so tiny, he didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. But it's a boy. So Salem fits for both. It worked out. We're high desert forest, so you're dead on scattered Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. I've never been there. I'm think the furthest north I've been is, well, I went to Maryland one time for a wedding, and I was there like overnight, and that was it. But I've been to Virginia. That's as far as I've been up that way. So I have no clue. I know you like your chai tea all day, every day. Yep. Chai tea is good. I like it. I like it warm or cold. I like chai tea. Yeah, we found him at the fire department when we went for. There was a fire at 2 o'clock in the morning. And we went down there to get the tanker, and he was down there in the woods. So we got him. So I named him Salem. Oh, that's sweet, Mandy. Yes, share it out. Originally from California, lots of missing around Hamlet County. Yeah. You know, the missing is why I started this channel. That's why I originally started this channel, was for missing. And it was a lot of times it was for a lot of the readings I really wanted to do when I first started out. Not just these, but I wanted to make sure the indigenous people, I wanted to make sure I did videos on them because they get like no attention. I mean, once they are listed with their tribe and they are listed out in the town, that's it. And depending on how they're listed depends on how much they're looked for, and most of the time they're listed as a runaway. And when you do that, when you list as a runaway, they automatically are not looked for. And that's so aggravating that they be put down as a runaway. And you have to be careful as family members. If you put your person missing, you have to make sure that they put them as not a runaway. And it's so aggravating because once they put them as a runaway, they quit. They don't look. So families have to advocate and go up there and say, how did you put my relative down? You didn't put them down as runaways, because if you do that, then, and in one of my readings, I found out afterwards that the family had went back and had to do that because they weren't hearing anything. So they went back and they said, well, she's down as a runaway. And they're like, that's not what happened. So they had to change it. And it's really sad when that happens. Hot, but summertime it's got to be ice. That's right. Filling up your glass. You better get it ready for tonight. You're going to need it. Oh, Eve's already shared it. Thank you, Eve. Thank you. Yes, she is. Eve is. I love having Eve here. She does such a great job. They don't get a lot out of, and another thing about that is a lot of times, like the FBI, they offer rewards, because we've seen it in Sebastian Rogers' case. We see that they have, his award's huge now. But when they do the Native Americans, they're lucky they get an award, and it's usually just $5,000. So if you want to be, if you want a reward for your family member, then it, other than through the tribal system, it's probably only going to be $5,000. That's probably all they're going to put a reward down for. And it's just like, no, they don't, because their answer is they'll be back, or they'll come back, or you'll hear from them, or if they've done it once and come back, then they'll come back a second time. So, and I hate that. So I think a lot of times when people go missing, if they're put down as a runaway, that's one way of not having to search for them. And I'm not trying to throw shade at law enforcement. I'm not saying they do that on purpose. I'm not saying that. But a lot of times, if this person that's missing has drug issues or other kind of issues that are addictive, they will most of the time put them down as a runaway. And that's really sad that they do that, because they don't get the proper help that they need. But the other case that I have, Miss Smith sent me, I've got several thumbnails. I'm way behind because this summer has got me way behind on doing my readings. But I just got Haley's out, which I was really happy that I got hers out. Um, but another, I will do Katie. I will do hers. I will look hers. Have Miss Smith look hers up for me, and I'll try to do it this coming up week. Um, the other one I want to do is, and it's really interesting. It's not a person, and it's not, well, it's people, but it's not missing. They're not missing. Um, this one was more of a who done it, but it's the yogurt shop murders. They were in Austin, Texas, and they are still not solved. And this happened in 1991, and they still do not know what you get. And they still do not know what happened to these girls. Oh, thank you, Eve. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Um, they were in a yogurt shop. Two of them worked there, and the other two were, one was a little sister, and the other was a friend. And back in that time, when was it? The 90s, 91, I think I said. You know, yeah, kids back then, they would, if they worked somewhere, they could close it up, and you really didn't worry about your kids as much. I mean, now, oh my God, I would be freaked out if I had a teenage daughter and she was going to go work in a yogurt shop and she had to close it up. That would freak me. That would freak me out. Um, but she did, and her little sister was there, and it was four of them, and they were murdered. They were murdered in the yogurt shop, and nobody knows what happened. And there was no cameras back then. There was no cell phones, none of that stuff. And they were so young. Um, let's see, 13, 15, 17, and 17. So I'm going to definitely do that reading. I've been wanting to do it for a little while, and I've just been behind. So that one is on my list to do. And I will put this other one on there too. Let me go back and see if I missed anything while I was chatting. Let's see. Let's see. Or high desert forest. Okay, scattered. Okay, I read that one already. Thank you. I read that one. Read that one. Let's see, how far down do I need to go? Pass. Oh, here we go. The Oklahoma Girl Scout murders haunt me. I know. I watched that one. I've watched a lot of like little documentaries on that one. That one bothered me too, because I always felt like it was within the camp. That was like somebody that was within the camp. But not like a counselor or something like that. I felt like it was somebody that knew the camp, that almost like a groundskeeper, but maybe not a groundskeeper. They had something to do with the camp. I felt like, I don't know if they have ever solved that, or ever found out who done that. I was going to do a reading on that one too. I just haven't made it that far. Hope floats. Sorry, I know Otto gets me all the time. I'll send my daughter stuff sometimes. She's like, "Mama," I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is what I meant." Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Where's the link? Let me see. I think Mandy put it in there already. Mandy, did you put my link in there for? Yeah, it's right there. There it is. Oh, hi, Lolly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appalachia Skies, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see all of y'all. Glad y'all came in. Appalachia Skies, this ding dang ginger kitty. Look, I want to show you where he's at. I'm going to show you. Do you see him? He's in my computer bag. Do you see him? That is not his bag. That is not his bag. It is not his bag. It's not his bag. And he's in it. I can't with him. And every time Appalachia Skies comes in, he wants to act out. Every time she comes in, he wants to act out. He does. Every time. I'm just telling you. That cat. Only the ginger one. He is the only one that gets in my bag. He's the only one. He's the only one. I think he's hiding from the others. I'm telling you, it's never a dull moment around here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's all off in my bag. There's no telling. He'll probably scratch in here. I can't. Look at Facebook messages. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, here comes the other one. Now, don't you come over here, sassy butt, and start something. Tinsel. Okay, Mandy, I seen it. I sent it. I sent it. Kitty says, "What's?" You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you. I got that off TikTok. It is a computer bag. Okay. Put that over there. Yeah, I got it on TikTok. It's yeah, Appalachia Skies has a video. Has a channel. Hers is great. Hers is hiking and walk healthy stuff, which I do not hike and do healthy stuff. But she has um helicopter rides, plane rides on there. Hers is her. She's got a great variety channel. Right? Oh my gosh. Those candles, they didn't come in melted. I was disappointed. I even left them out there too. I'm like, dang it. There must be some good candles because I left them out there. That was classic though. I don't think we can beat that. I don't think we could have made that. I couldn't have uh arrange that any better. I mean, I didn't even arrange it. It was just like it just happened. It was so hilarious. And in case y'all don't know what had happened, I had ordered some chime candles in a box, and it was during the summer. And my husband had checked the mail, and he brought them in here while I was live. And he gave me the candles. He's like, "What am I supposed to do?" He's like, "What are you supposed to do with these?" And I'm like, "What?" And he took them out. I still have them, I think. I know I have them. I'll have to find them. But he took them out of the box, and he's like, "What are you supposed to do with these?" And they were all like melted like this and different S shapes and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. You tell me, what am I supposed to do with them like that? And so it just became a joke. No, he cannot go to work with me. He cannot. He cannot. Yes, she will. Mm-hmm. She will. She will get mental. She will. She will. She will. Yeah, it was hilarious. I mean, you can't make that stuff up, and it was fun because it was not planned. It was just like, and that they had melted in the mailbox in the box that they had come in, but only some of them melted. It was like freaking hilarious. I couldn't. My husband was like, "What are we supposed to do with this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You tell me what I'm supposed to do with it." These kids are back in school. Love it. Yep. Yep. I know. They need to be back in school. They need to be, because what's so funny is and this is true, they start to forget crap, right? They start to forget, like the middle one. He came to me and he's like, "Mona, how do you spell?" I forgot what word it was, and I just kind of looked at him. I'm like, um, "You're going into third grade. Why? Why are you coming and asking me how to spell that?" But it's like you're out of school and they just forget everything. Yeah, yeah. Say, look, now he's out of my bag, but he probably went in there and scratched everything up. Oh, you're not happy he's back in school? He's 16 and he's my big helper during the week. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, thank God. I hope not. Jeez, mm, if I would like to tell them, please go out. If you need a litter box, then you must go out and hunt mice for your supper. You must live outside. You must climb trees. You must fend for. I mean, real cats do that. So, I mean, go find you a mouse, a bug, a snake, frog. You know, that's what you have to do. If you want to be a fur baby, then that's what you have to do. You have to go get your food, because I am not going to. Um, I am not going to feed you if you're going to eat in a litter box. All right, Miss Hope floats. She's gonna. Would you get out of the way, Tinsel? Thank you. Let me see. Miss Hope floats is going to get. Don't you walk on my stuff, girlfriend. I'm trying to pick out. Get off of there. Thank you. Ma'am. This cat, this is Tinsel. She was found on Christmas Day. She was the first kitty that was put in here in my studio. And I have to put away my sage and my Palo Santo. She will chew it. She will chew it. Yes, thank you, Hope Floats. Thank you. I'm shuffling these cards up and think of the question you want to ask. And I will put it in chat and I will read it and then I will pull you some cards. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. And I love doing readings, so this is going to be fun. I love to do it. These are my new cards too. Put these up over there. But I have to put my sage up, and I have to put my sage rolls up, and I have to put my Palo Santo up. She chews it. I don't know what it is. She will take it and drag it all over here and chew it up. It'll be all over the place. I don't know. She's the only one that does that, though. I know. Biting, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is. On my dry sage. Yeah. We'll relocate the salt rock. Yep. Yeah, that does not surprise me. She just chews on it. She will take a sage roll and destroy it. I mean, it will be like in strands when she gets done with it. I don't know why she does that. I've not figured it out. So where's my oracle? These are kind of like oracles, but let me get... Oh my goodness. And I have not used these in a while because I didn't feel the need to bring them out, but I think tonight would be a good time to do that. is right there. Okay. What? Ate up her vapes and her weed? Oh my God. Well, oh my goodness. That was probably the happiest mouse. Um, Hope Flows, did you drop your question and I missed it? I seen that. I seen that. I'm definitely gonna give you definitely gonna give you some. Oh, yeah. I like my yellow shirt. It says I can't remember. Something what Lord, watch what I say or something. I can't remember. But it says Jesus take the wheel on the back of it, but I can't. Thank you. There's a stupid gnat in here. And I can't get there. I can't remember exactly what it says. Do you want me to do just a general reading for you, Hope? You want to do that? We can just do like a general reading for you. I'm going to let Karma fix it because I'm going to go into jail. Yeah. Nobody showed up. I feel like Karma kept me from jail. That is correct. Yep. Will your rough patch get better soon? Okay. Ma'am, would you please get away from up here and knock in my... I need to burn some frankincense since you're all fired up over there. Frankincense is supposed to calm kitties. Maybe I need to burn some of that. Okay. You're about on it, girlfriend. Yes, you are. You are on it. You are on it. Get out the way. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was two. Let's do one at a time. There we go. Goodness. They are just flipping out here quick. I gotta catch them. That's good. That's good energy. Okay. Well, that was my pen. Okay. So, put it down just a little bit like that. Okay. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then I have another card. So I pulled quite a few cards for you, Hope Floats. And then there is they're called postcards from Spirit. I want to pull one of those for you too after these. So, okay. So this is your first card. This is the Oak King. So he is like in other decks, he is like the Hanged Man. So this is like looking at things in a different perspective. So it's like taking time to maybe something's been going on that you've had to look at it at different perspectives. You know, when we're down on the ground and we're looking, we can't see the whole picture. So with the Oak King here, it's like look at the whole picture. Maybe you need to think outside the box a little bit. Maybe there's, an answer you were thinking wasn't going to work. But with the Oak King here, it's like you might need to think out of the box a little, think of it in a direction that you weren't thinking of at all, like you had discounted. So it's like look at it more openly and from a different perspective and make your horizons more open and kind of go out on a limb a little bit and think things over a little bit. Because the Three of Wands comes with that, and that's like decision time. So it's kind of like you had to take this time to look at things and then make a decision. And the Three of Wands is about, that's what it is. It's like, okay, the Two of Wands is like you're at a crossroads. But then when you get to the Three of Wands, it's like, okay, it's time to make a decision. You can't keep standing there on the shore because your ship's coming in. You're going to miss it. So it's like if there's a decision that you need to make, it's probably time that you did that. It's time that you come along and make that decision because you don't want to wait too long and miss out on something, but you want to make sure the decision you make is a good one. So at this point, though, it's telling you, I think you've taken enough time that you probably need to maybe make that decision and just trust your decision that it's going to be there. It's kind of like you kind of like in your mind you're thinking, well, I don't know if this is going to work, but it's kind of like you're just going to have to. You're there. You're going to have to make that decision, and then you can make it work from there. You just have to make that decision, and that'll kind of put things in order for you in the direction you need, the rest of the direction you need to go. But the standing stone is here. It's like help, or it's like if you had to have legal advice or counseling advice, it's kind of like things are working in your favor. But it's like saying use your intuition, use your abilities, use your experience, use your knowledge that you have and work on that, because the Standing Stone, like back in the day, used to be where communities met and talked things out and worked things out. So that's what it's like. Do some talking, work things out, um, and make sure that you're seeing things how you want, how they should be, but do it with integrity and dignity, and make sure the decision you make has that in it. Don't sell that part of yourself for something else. So just keep that integrity and that intuition and that dignity and take it with you, because it's going to help you make that answer. I The Standing Stone can talk about a lawyer in here. It can talk about getting good legal advice and listening to the legal advice, but it's saying, like, I kind of feel like if you do get a lawyer, and not all lawyers are like this, but don't let them do any shady stuff. Tell them, like, look, I want to do this the right way. I don't want to, you know, because sometimes lawyers will do things um, that aren't totally ethical, but they can do it. But if you do get a lawyer, just make sure that everything is done ethically. Make sure you keep your true self and your ethics right there. Make sure that you don't sell yourself short, and don't sell your, I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. Don't, like, if you don't feel like you should do it, don't let a lawyer do something shady to get you what you want. Keep your ethics and keep your true self. Um, let's see. Hold on just a second. Okay, so let me go to the next card. So I think what it's saying is, if you do get a lawyer, go through it, do it ethically, and don't. With the Standing Stone, is saying, keep your ethics, keep your true self. Don't sell yourself short, and don't use dirty tactics, I'm thinking, to get what you want. That's what I'm hearing. Because it's going to be about balance. It's going to be about balancing everything out, how you need it balanced. Um, so make sure that whatever you're doing is balancing it out for your greater good, not for the people around you, but what's going to serve you. Because the moon is here, and this is like, it can be like things are happening in short cycles. So it could be like things are happening short, like instead of things taking like 4 or 5 months to happen, things could be happening quicker. But the moon is also this mystery. It's like you're not going to know everything that's ahead of you. You're going to have to really use your intuition, because it's come up twice here, 3 times really. So you really need to follow that intuition, and know that it's going to guide you in the right way. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If it doesn't sound right, it probably isn't. But with the Page of Chalices here, it's probably like somebody has brought you a message, like a little messenger has come to you. It's probably somebody you know. And they're trying to tell you stuff. They're trying to give you information. And the person may be like a relative or somebody that you really know, but I don't know. I kind of feel like they're giving you information, but I don't feel like they're giving you all the information, because it's like they're young. So a page would be somebody that is young. So it would be like they don't know all the information, nor do they know how to present it to you. So they're probably not telling you everything, because that could be what the moon is here for, is telling you that things are secretive and kept from you. Um, so I kind of feel like they're not telling you everything. And I do feel like this is somebody you know. Now, whether they're doing it intentionally might be a different thing. Um, and they may be somebody that's been purposely given the just certain information to give you. But with the page of chalices here, it's like a messenger. It's somebody that's bringing you information, but there are things hidden. They're not telling you everything. So that may want you to go in a different directions, because the 8 of Wands is heading in a different direction. And it's kind of like quick. It's like kind of like a quick decision. So it's kind of like whatever this information is brought to you may make you head in a different direction, may make you change your mind, and send you in a direction you weren't thinking you wanted to go. So just be careful that you have all the information when you head in that direction. Don't just jump up and head in that direction because you feel like that, because of this information. You might need to get a little bit more information, because with that comes the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like the 10 of Pentacles is like home, family, house. So this could affect your home life. This could affect your money. This could affect your budgeting. This could just affect your whole family unit. And if it's just you, it still will affect you and your home and where you live. So, and your money, it can affect your pocketbook. So make sure this direction you're going is not going to affect that in a way where it's going to harm you. You could be going in the direction that's going to help you. But I feel like that's the direction you're going, is to try to keep your home, to try to keep your happiness in your home, to try to keep your money, your job, and everything. I feel like you're just working toward that direction. You're just trying to live, you know. And so just make sure that the information you're getting is not going to hinder that. The Knight of Wands is also a messenger. So this could be somebody, well, it will be somebody older than the page, but this could be somebody that they have a very fiery personality. They're very charismatic, and they do have like a mission that they're on. Like they will be very oriented on what they need to do. So, and they will be very determined. He is a very determined knight. So he will definitely, or she will definitely be bringing you a message, and they will be very focused on that. And they may come in like a whirlwind, or like real quick. They might be kind of excitable about it, but they have a mission and a plan, and that's where they're going. So you may have somebody coming in quickly with a message like that. The Star is hopes and wishes and dreams coming true. So this is a very good card. This is whatever you've been doing and working toward, I feel like is going to happen. It's like you've had some struggles to get there, but it's like what you've been wishing for and wanting, it's like it's there. It's there. You've had to kind of go through some things that might have changed you a little, and might have changed your way of how you would have handled things in the past. Like now you may handle things differently. So it's kind of like changed you a little bit in how you handle things. Because the Ace of Cups is here. So that is a new start, a new beginning. That is almost like yes to whatever your question is about the new start. So if you're planning on doing something, probably that's very emotional, that's very attached, like it's something that will touch you here, be very heartfelt. It's that's saying go ahead and do that, because the Ace of Chalices is about new starts, new beginnings, and it's emotional. So whatever that is an emotional start for you. The only thing that is going to happen, I feel like, is that Five of Anthems is here. So this can be like a defeat, but sometimes this can be like you defeated somebody or you defeated a problem or something, but it wasn't without a cost. So it wasn't without hurt or pain, or it wasn't easy, but you did come out of that and you did learn from it. Um, so it is a defeat, but it's like and a win at the same time. But it's like at what cost? This did cost me something. Um, because the Ten of Anthems is here, so it's like the end of something. Like you've come to the end of something. There's a burden ending, and you can't change it with this. This is not something you can change, because it is definitely something that is going to happen. You can't stop it. Um, and it's going to end, and then you're going to have a new beginning. But you can't stop it, so don't try. Don't try to like change it, and don't look back at it. Just move forward, because you can't change it. Because the Wheel of Fortune is also here, and that is fate. That is your karma. That is how your life cycle turns, and you're in charge of that wheel. Um, you decide on which direction your life's going to go because of the decisions you make. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune here too, it can also mean if you're good at gambling, this is probably a good time to gamble. I don't like to say that too much because it is a meaning of the Wheel of Fortune, but I don't like to say it too much because I don't like to gamble. And I don't think there's ever a good time for me to go gamble, ever. So, but with the Wheel of Fortune, it could be telling you that you're in charge. You're in charge of your wheel and how things go from here and how you make your karma come in. And I think that goes back to saying if you do anything, if you have to have a lawyer for anything or you have to get legal advice for anything, it's saying keep your integrity and do everything the right way, because it can affect your wheel and how it turns and how it moves on. Let's see. It wasn't legal. She knew it. Let's see. She knew she did it after mom died when I got. Oh, on a car. My book fell. Oh, sure. You're answering questions in there. Okay. So I feel like there is something new coming for you, but like I was saying earlier, there are some decisions that I feel like you're going to have to make. If you didn't already make them, it's saying that it's time for you to make them. Let me get yes, kitties. Would you? All right, I'm trying to go here. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. 10 months. Okay, this is your second question. Okay, been fighting 10 months to get my title from bad person, and she's paid, and I made it correct. So I have been fighting 10 months to get my title from them, and I made it. Okay. Okay. I'm reading your second question. Hold on just a second. Okay, so the question is, okay. Okay, so you want to know if you're going to get your. Oh, hi, Bama. Let's see if you're going to get your title back. So, do you have the car, Hope? And you need the title. Different direction. Pencils. That is not a trampoline. Ooh, quit throwing all those cards. There we go. Okay. Okay. You're probably gonna, I would say, most probably you're gonna have to probably get a lawyer, but I will read this for you because I feel like there's some conflict happening. Um, and I don't know if, well, the first one is, this one is about balance. You see how she's trying to balance her, she's pouring one thing into another thing, one pot into another. So she's trying to balance things out. She's trying to make it work. But the king of chalices, or the king of chalices, he's like sideways. So when I get cards that are sideways, upright, he is very supportive. He's very strong. He's very like a rock. You can count on him. He's an emotional person. Um, and he cannot like have chaos all around him, but he can still keep focused on what's at hand. But with him coming in sideways, it's like whoever this person is around you is not really doing that. Isn't there? They haven't really been focused. Um, they've kind of been not doing anything really. They haven't been trying to help or trying to work things out. So it's kind of made you come to like a position where you've had to make a decision. But the Six of Pentacles is here, and that's sharing and giving and helping and receiving. But sometimes that can be the other side of the Six of Pentacles. You can be not receiving and doing all the giving. So it could have been like this person was sharing information with you, and then they just stopped. They just stopped helping you. They just stopped sharing information with you. So now they're not really giving you any kind of information. It's kind of come to a standstill. And this probably would be somebody that you know. And see, here's the Three of Wands. It's back here again, telling you it's time to make a decision on that. With the Three of Wands being in both readings, and I shuffled the deck, and yeah, I don't gamble either, Hope Floats. That's why I hate to say it. But a lot of times when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it tells you that you're lucky. You know, that's what it's meaning. It's meaning that this is a lucky time for you. But I don't gamble either, so I usually, I don't like to really say it, but it is a meaning of the card. But the Three of Wands is here again. So it is telling you it is time for you to make a decision on which direction you wanted to go with that, because the Five of Wands is here, and there's a conflict. So I don't know if there's a conflict just between you and this person that you can't get the title from, or there's a conflict within a group of five of you, like there's five people that there's a conflict in. But it seems like there's one in particular that's probably keeping the conflict going and making it worse for the rest of you. And that conflict is going to make you go, here's the Eight of Wands again. So it's showing up again, it's telling you you're heading in a different direction. So whatever you were doing before doesn't seem to be working. So you're probably going to have to head in a different direction. And that would probably be getting you a lawyer for the getting the title, because the Four of Pentacles is here, and that's about, it can be about saving, like saving money, but it can be about hoarding. It can be about keeping feelings in, but it can be like, you see how this person is on the outside looking in. It's like they're spying on them. They're trying to see in what they're doing. So it can just kind of be like somebody's keeping up with you and watching what you're doing. But with the Four of Pentacles being here, it I feel like it's telling you, don't sit on something and miss out on something else. So it's, if you're waiting on that decision to do that, you probably should go ahead and do it, because I feel like you're missing out on something with this title, that it can help you with something, not only get the vehicle, but it can help you in other ways too. So don't sit too long on that and miss out on something. Eight of Pentacles is planning. So if you're getting your plan together to do this, make sure you have everything in order that you need. You have all your documents, you have all your paperwork together, you have all your, I guess, evidence, if you want to call it like that, but have all of your information together, have it dictated out, have it separated out to every detail, have everything you need. So when you do go, you'll win. Because I feel like you will win, and I feel like you will get it, but I do feel like you might have to get a lawyer for it. The High Priestess is use your intuition. This is the High Priest. He's use your intuition, listen to your intuition, and you probably don't feel like it, but you are in control of this situation, so you can take control of it and make it happen. I do want to say though, I'm feeling very much, if you tell anybody that you're going to do this, don't give all your secrets away. Don't tell everything. Kind of keep some stuff to yourself. Sit back and observe it, because if you observe it and just take notes of it, I think it's going to help you. And I think that little thing you keep, that little ace in the hole that you keep, I think is going to help you. If that means anything to you, I think there's some information you need to just keep to yourself, to just use at the last minute. And the horn god would be like the emperor. So this would be somebody that is like known in the community. This could be a business owner. This could be a lawyer. This could be a counselor. This could be anybody that is of an importance. So with being with the High Priest, that's why I was saying I think you need to keep some stuff to yourself. Don't give all your information out, all the stuff that you have. This can also be a father figure, so this could represent somebody older than you. So I just kind of think there's some things you just need to keep to yourself, because the Four of Wands is here, and that's celebration. That's celebration. That's home. That's happiness. Because the Four of Wands is stability. So I feel like you're going to get what you want. It's just going to take you on a little journey to do that. But definitely don't show your whole hand. Literally, don't show your whole hand. You might have to keep an ace in the hole, that nobody knows about. But yes, I would get a lawyer, and I feel like you'll be victorious in that. And use your intuition the whole way there. If there's some things you think you should keep back, then keep those back. If there's some things that you think is just okay for it to get out, then get out. But I definitely think you need to keep some stuff, maybe your plans of what you're going to do, hidden until you get ready to do it. How many is that? It's too many. One at a time. These are really thick, and I haven't used them a lot, and they're hard to. There we go. So this card, this is the front of them. They're really pretty. They look like old-fashioned, like vintage cards. They're really pretty. So this is hope Postcards from Spirit, and this one's for Hope. Okay. Oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it, or even because of it. Step into the unknown now, let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel. Look at that. And help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. Allow your need to concern yourself with the choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being skipped your way. Remember, being shipped your way, sorry. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said, take one step toward the good, toward the gods, and they will take 10 toward you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Love you always. So it's tiny, tiny writing. See how tiny it is. So it mentioned the Wheel of Fortune in here because it says, Spirit, take the wheel. And it also talked about how I told you earlier, go out on a limb a little bit. That was also mentioned in here. Spirit wants you to know. So maybe look at ideas that you haven't looked at before because they could benefit you. And let me get a spirit animal card for you. Let's get a unicorn card. Oh, hey, Bama Budget. Good to see you. It's all right. It's all right. And one more. Let's get you one more. There we go. It's pretty quick. Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. That's a pretty card. Here we go. It's pretty. Yes, be gentle with yourself because you probably have not been through all of this. You probably hadn't been thinking about yourself through all of it. But yes, I would say that things are going to start getting smoother for you. I would definitely say that. And I would definitely say if you have been waiting this long and working that hard, I definitely think you should get you a lawyer. That's what it feels like for me. Yep. Let's see. Yes, her father paid off with her money. She passed on to her burning. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can, Bama. Let me see. Mandy may not be in here. Let me go up here and find it. There's a gnat in here, and he still is bothering the mess out of me. He keeps flying right around in here. Dang it. He is aggravating me to death. I know Mandy put it in here. I'm going to see if I can find it. There it is. There it is. Who else come in? Let me look while I was... Bama came in. make sure I didn't miss any. If I missed anybody, let me know. I think Bama was the only one that came in. I'm glad you're in here, Bama. Glad you're in here. Give me something to drink really quick. Okay. Oh. Ma'am. Really? Ma'am, would you get off of my stuff, please, ma'am? Would you get off my stuff, ma'am? No. Ma'am. Well, I was trying to get in my PayPal because it logged me out, but it won't let me in. You have to move, little girl. Trying to get it to let me in. Listen. Thank you. Oh, let me see. Tinsel, you cannot stay up here. Okay. It's like trying to get me to verify like 10,000 different. And I don't know why. I haven't used PayPal in a while, but it sent me. Okay, well, I don't have that. I can't. Yeah, I can't get into my PayPal. It won't let me in there. It won't let me in there. No, that's okay. You're all right. My PayPal won't let me in there, and then it wants me to put my card number back in there, and I don't have none of that stuff out here with me. Stupid PayPal. But I haven't used it in a while, but I haven't needed it. So I had, let's see. You know what? You're getting on my nerves. Out. Move. Move, 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 move. Move, ma'am. Oh my God. Did you get little girl to bed? I'm sorry, Bama. I can't get my PayPal to work. It will not work. I'm glad you're here, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I don't. The last time I used it, it sent me a message and told me, like, did you change your password? And I'm like, no. I got a new phone, but I didn't change my password, but I did get a new phone, and then after I got a new phone, it just screwed it up. But the other two, like my Cash App and my Venmo, they were fine. I have no idea what's up with that. Okay, so I did get something in Cash App. Hold on. What's it doing? There we go. Oh, so what do you have a specific question you would like? Or do you want a general? Oh my gosh, I'm fixing to throw you outside. Oh, I did. I got it. I got it to Cash App. Thank you. Ma'am, I don't even know. I'm over here minding my own business, and then here you come. Mm, grouchy. Go over there and lay down and go to bed. What's your question, Bama? What's that? Be sure to figure out how to get into that. I know. I got it. I've got to. It wants me to put my um card number back in there, which is not an issue. I just don't have it out here with me. So I'm gonna see if I can. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know why getting a new phone would mess that up though. It didn't mess the other two up. Okay, I will do that. Let's get a different deck than we just used. So the different energies. Let me see. The guides always know. Yep, they do. These are really pretty cards too. Sassy. The spirits are sassy tonight. Boy, they're throwing these cards all around. Okay, here we go. They are flying. They are just everywhere. I'm just like, flick, flick. They are wanting to be heard tonight, apparently. Okay, I'm trying to move this out of my way so I can see. Okay, Miss Bama, are you ready? I know. They're just, woo. a Slurpee. I must have missed some conversation because y'all are laughing about Slurpees. I will have to ask in a little bit. These are pretty. These are, this is the front, and the edges are gold. Probably can't really tell in the picture, but probably can tell like this. And you see they're gold. That's the edges. They're gold. They're pretty. But the first one is the 10 of coins, Miss Bama. And this is a great one. This is family, home, material things, happiness, joy. This is like accomplishment. So it's like you've accomplished all of those things. You're happy. You've done those things. That's great. And it's saying enjoy that, because sit back and enjoy what you've accomplished, because you've worked hard to get there. So enjoy your 10 of coins, your happiness, your home. You see her little what are those, horns of plenty, I think they're called. It's full. She's happy. So it's saying enjoy that accomplishment, because you worked hard to get there. And of course, Temperance is here, and she's about balance and taking care of everything and taking care of yourself. And you see she's side-eyeing. So I'm getting the feeling that maybe we're not always taking care of ourselves. So we probably need to take a little more care of ourselves than we have been. But it is about balance. Like if you take care of you, you're taking care of your family. And I know that's hard for some of us to pay attention to, but it is true. So I kind of feel like that you haven't been doing like you should have been. So the World card is my next card. And this is something that means everything to you. This is your world, your happiness, your joy, your accomplishments. Like sometimes we can be on top of the world because we've accomplished and done so many things. But I do feel like, because I did get it in reverse, so I kind of feel like maybe at some point something kind of happened to shatter your world a little bit. And it doesn't have to be anything like a major thing, but I do feel like it kind of halted things for a little bit and kind of changed things around a little bit. So I don't know if this could have been something in the past that happened already, because sometimes tarot will tell you, past things and future things, and sometimes on point things, but sometimes they like to tell a story, so they'll start in the back and they'll go to present. But it's just kind of like something that's kind of shattered your world a little bit with the Hierophant here. So I don't know. This is like, he's like a counselor. He is a advisor. He is somebody that can help you in legal matters, or helps you, or is like a lawyer or something like that. But the Hierophant is here to tell you there's always people that can help you. There's always somebody that can give good advice, counseling advice. And I kind of feel like if this did happen, that you probably did get the legal and counseling advice that you needed. And you probably did get the help. Like if it was just like calling up and asking questions, it doesn't have to be like counseling help, but it could just be somebody that knew things to help you with, just that type of thing. Could have been a good friend. But it led to the 5 of Cups, which was like you had to release something, you had to let something go. And it was emotional for you. So it was something you had to look back on and let go of, but something that you at first didn't want to, because you're emotionally attached to what you had to let go. But it's saying that you have to let go of that to move on. We have to grow and learn from our experiences, and bad or good, we have to move on. So with the 5 of Cups, normally your picture here would be 3 spilt and 2 not. So it's saying don't focus on what you can't change and don't focus on that. Focus on what is in front of you and what you can take care of. That's your focus, not on what you can't change. Because judgment is here, and it's like sometimes we feel like the decisions we make we're going to be judged for, or people are going to see us a certain way, and it's just like whatever it is, whatever decision you make will come back to you somehow, whether it's good or bad. It's that judgment decision is going to come back to you. But I don't feel like it was something bad. I don't feel like you made a bad decision. It's just saying don't be too hard on yourself on the decision you make. Don't worry about, more like the people around you, because you had to make that decision that it would affect the people around you, but in the end, it would help the people around you. And it didn't look like that at first, is what I feel like. So with judgment here is just telling you don't be hard on yourself. It was a decision that you had to make, and it's just how it is. The Empress is here, and she is your mother figure. She's your abundance. She's your happiness. She could mean a new baby is coming, but because it means rebirth and restart. Not only rebirth as in a human, but a rebirth as in new challenges, new things coming up. So she's here. She's intuition. The Empress has great, this card keeps sticking to me, has great intuition. So this is good. This is a very good card. It means after that, you've come to this, which means you grew, you got better, and you just healed and you were good. Because here you are, 10 of Wands. So when the Empress come in, she just did what she had to do, and she got rid of the burden. Because the 10 of Wands is the end of a burden. It's like you're almost there. You've taken care of it. And it's like, just know that this is the end of your burden and let it go. And that you're almost there, because the Page of Coins is here. And I feel like this could have been a messenger that came and told you about maybe some money that you were coming into, or a raise that you were coming into. Because the Page of coins can be about apprenticeship, like getting a job, and you're an apprentice under somebody else. You're learning. This could be a message about a job or a message about money, but the page is normally a younger person. Like I was telling Hope Floats earlier, this is going to be a young person. So this could have been somebody that come to you. I know now that so many people that call you for jobs and stuff, they're like half your age, and you're like, you're calling me to give me a job. You're like, and you're half my age. So there's that. But this Page of Coins could have been somebody that you knew, could have been in your family, that they said, hey, I know of a good job opening. But the Page of Coins is usually a messenger, and it has to deal with money or jobs or something like that. The Two of Coins is about balance. So you're just having to learn now, with what happened before, to balance it out with the new beginning and the new start. So it's just all about balancing out what's for you. And you see how his eyes are covered, and then it's going around his heart. So it's like balance, trying to get your heart and your mind to balance into the same thing. Because once like, I really want something, but my brain is like, nah, you can't have that. You need to spend that on something else. So it's kind of like balancing together to say, yeah, go for it, get it. You know what I mean? So it's just balancing the two together. Chariot. So this one's interesting, Bama, because when the Chariot comes to visit, he's handsome too. When the Chariot comes to visit, he is normally saying that you are moving. You're maybe purchasing a new home. It may not be, maybe you're not purchasing a new home, maybe you're renting a new home, but this is about moving. It could be moving homes. It could be moving jobs. You could be going on a trip. It would be kind of a long distance trip. So you would be going like over a bridge or over water in a plane. So this is definitely movement, and it's usually quick movement. So this could have been maybe information that came in pretty quick, and you're moving pretty quickly. So maybe you're going on a trip you didn't expect, but I feel like it's a whole lot of moving. So I don't know if you're moving into a new home. Um, it's a big move. It's a big move. He is a hottie. I wonder if he, tell me if he moves in your direction. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. There was a conflict, though, in this move. So I don't know if it was a schedule conflict or moving conflict or calendar, like dates, calendar conflict. But it seemed like there was a little bit of a conflict there with something. Maybe a person, but I kind of feel like it was more like a scheduling conflict when this chariot comes in. It could also be like a contract conflict. Like there needed to be some changes in a contract. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Yeah, it kind of feels like a contract, paperwork, something like that. The Ace of Coins, though, is yes to whatever is going on. I mean, is your yes card. It is Ace of Coins is definitely a new job, money coming in. It could be a new house. Anything of the above, the Ace of Coins is yes to. It is a new start in any category that has to do with really with earth, because it is coins, which is money. So this is an earth card, very much earth card. So there's some new things coming in, very much coming in. When I move to this mini, okay. That's what I kept feeling maybe people, but I really felt scheduling and contract. I really felt like a contract. There was something there with the contract. Maybe there wasn't something in there that should have been. But I feel like you had to stand your ground, because the Seven of Wands means standing your ground. Fight for what you believe in. Don't change it if you really feel in your heart intuitively that this is what you need to do, then you stand your ground. You do that, because that's what the Seven of Wands, she's so pretty. That's what the Seven of Wands is here, is telling you stand your ground. Don't change your ground. Stand it. Because the Six of Coins is also here, and this is sharing, giving. It could be giving information, sharing information. It could be sharing money, gifts, information, but it's about sharing and giving. And this could be I kind of feel like there's a little more giving in this than there is receiving with the Six of Coins. Because the Six of Coins has that side where they're kind of greedy, where it's like I give to you and I'm going to remind you that I gave to you. But the Six of Coins comes with the Eight of Coins. So that's planning in detail, having everything planned out how you want it. And with the Eight of Coins, usually planning it in detail is like you're writing it down and you don't skip steps. You go step by step, and you make sure you have everything lined up and everything you need, because sometimes when you get to the eighth coin, which is your eighth detail, that's the most important, and it can't be out of line. Like you can't have skipped one to make it work. So that's what the Eight of... Where's my cards? Oh, they're there. Listen, this is my table. You go away. Yeah, Six of Swords. So this is victory. So whatever you're planning, you're going to be victorious in it. The Six of Swords is victory. It's accomplishing what you need. It's also standing out. So you could be um, not only accomplishing and achieving what you need to, you can also be um, like standing out in a job, like being recognized in your job, like when you haven't been before, um, whether you want to be recognized or not. Um, but it can also be about recognition too, standing out. Let's get. So that's a good card. Stand your ground, whatever that you need to stand. That Seven of Wands is like stand your ground, man. Don't give in. Oh, too many. One at a time. There we go. Miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender to the bow. This is a pretty one. She's so pretty. So yeah, I think whatever whatever direction you're headed in, there's definitely going to be a victory. You're definitely going to get what you are working for. It's a great reading. I know you had a little bump there, but it looks like you handled it well, and you just move forward like the Empress. You just move forward. You just move that forward. What a great reading. Where's the postcards at? Let's see. Listen, Cat. You done. Don't get up there and knock all my stuff over. You see, they're listening to every word I say. I wonder if there's a spirit cat in here that can come and make y'all behave. What is that? Okay, here is your postcard from Spirit. It's kind of funny. We're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Okay. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity. Be clear and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer in your favor. Affirmative, we say. And the front of this one's pretty too. They're all different. The front of all of them, they look like they're vintage. They're all different. I thought that was cute. We're a chatty bunch over here. Okay. You're welcome, Bam. I hope I answered your questions. I don't read chat as often as I should because I try to concentrate on my reading. So if you put anything in there, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Let's see. Squirrel. Yes, yes. Learning to use boundaries. You know what? I need to learn. I tell people to use boundaries all the time. And I need to myself. Yeah. It's hard. I get it. It's hard to set boundaries. It's hard because normally the people that you allow to go over your boundaries are your loved ones. And they're the hardest to make a boundary for. They're the hardest to make a boundary for. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit can be very humorous. They can be. They can be. I thought that was so cute. We are a chatty bunch over here. That was very cute. And I thank you for allowing me to read for you. Oh my no. Sorry. Both you, Hope and Bama Budgets, I thank you very much for allowing me to read for you like that. It's an honor when people let me read for them because I'm tapping into your energy, and I appreciate that you trust me enough to do that. So I thank you very much for that. I do love doing readings, and I appreciate and I'm honored that you let me read for you. Was just affirming what you said. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Boundaries are hard to set with family, especially kids. My kids are grown, but I really don't have to set them with my kids too much. But it really is hard to set with kids, especially your own kids. Yeah. But I'm glad it affirmed for you and for Hope. I hope it affirmed for her. Like I said, once again, I'm honored that y'all let me read for you. Very much. Very much. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking for the reading. And I think Mandy, if no one else wanted a reading, I think Mandy is going to go live pretty soon. And I don't want to cut into her time because she hasn't been live in forever. Yes. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it very, very much. And if y'all, I was going to tell y'all, if you have requests, like Ken had earlier, I wrote down in my book, anybody that is missing, if you have requests, um, just let me know. Put it in comment. You can message me on Facebook, you can messenger, or you can put it in one of the comments of this video. If you want to put it in a comment of this video, you can email me. That way too, if you like anybody you'd like me to do a reading on that's missing, I will. Or any true crime cases, I will do those. I did put in my community post, Noel Alvarez, his mom was arrested. Thank goodness. I don't know about the stepdad. I haven't listened to the whole news thing, but I did put his reading back in my community post in case anybody wanted to watch it. But she was arrested. The FBI arrested her, and I believe the other children are being taken from them. So that's good. Yeah, you're going over to Mandy's. Good. Good. Yes, with grown kids, it's worse, especially. Yeah, it is with grown kids. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I'm glad I got to go live tonight. I almost didn't, and I said, nah, I'm going to go live. We'll see. We'll see how it works. See who comes in and enjoys their. We're going to talk about Sebastian. Cool. Oh, yeah, because, somebody's birthday is today. Not that I want to give them any birthday wishes. She has been so nosy all up in my stuff today. Yes, you have. There's like a mama cat, a stray mama cat, and she had kittens under my shed. So they just live under there, and I don't bring them in here because I've already got 3 in here. So I feed them because I'm not gonna. I feel sorry for them. I don't want them to starve. So, I feed them I feed them on my porch, and so they're out here, and she's in the window growling at them. Yes, post Mandy's channel on here in case anybody's in here and they want to subscribe. There we go. Cool. Very, very good. All right, everyone. Well, I appreciate y'all so much for being in here and sitting with me on Saturday night. It is 10:30. I didn't mean to keep y'all this long, but I'm glad I got some readings. That was fun. I very much enjoy doing readings. Very much. And oh, Lord. And I so appreciate and I'm honored that Bama and Hope let me read for them. Very much so. So go over to Mandy's. We're going to be talking about Sebastian. That will be fun. And see what she's got to say. She hasn't been on in a while. Did you get your baby Gooby to sleep? Is she sleeping? Or is she still fighting you? Oh. Bama has to let us know if that handsome chariot driver comes to see her. If only in her dreams, right? All right, everyone. I will see you over at Mandy's if you can come over there. If you can stay awake, I will see you over there. Just now, closing her eyes. Well, this is good timing then, ain't it? So if you all have a good weekend, what's left of it? Probably the Amazon driver. Well, yeah. Yes. I'm going to go live on here next week. I'm not sure what day, but I will let y'all know. I'll try to get a better notice of when I go live next week. And I will be live on my true crime channel next week also. Not sure what day yet. It's probably either going to be Monday or Wednesday, because Tuesday I have fire department training, so it won't be Tuesday. So I'll have to look, probably Monday or Wednesday. It did say miracles can happen. That's right. It said one is on its way to you, is what it said. It said a miracle is on its way. So you manifest that thing tonight. Say, Tammy said miracle's on its way. So I'm manifesting that tonight. Right? I'm making it happen. Oh, Tinsel. She had to come through one more time. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Knocking stuff. Get out. Would you move, ma'am? Right? I love that. Manifest it. That's right. That's right. All right, everyone. I love y'all. I thank y'all for joining me. I'm so glad you were here. Get some rest. Have a good Sunday. And I will see you at Mandy's if you make it over there. If not, I will see you again. And the cards of the day are on my live. And thank y'all for being here. I do appreciate it. And remember, be kind to everyone, everywhere. And especially be kind to yourself. Love y'all. Have a great night.